Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Bobby. Guys, today we're going to react to a mathematical miracle in the Quran that will blow your mind by wonders of Islam. If you've been following this channel, you know that the Quran most certainly blew my mind, but let's see if this video will do that too. Let's have a look.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Okay? He does not know how to read or write. So how is he giving the Quran to people? He's speaking it. He's speaking it. So the people who believed in him those 23 years they were with him, they did not see a book. If they thought of the Quran, you know what they thought of? Like the Prophet's face came in their head and his voice rung in their head. You understand? Like for them, they could not think of the Quran without thinking of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We can do that. When we think of the Quran, sometimes we don't think of the Prophet ﷺ, we just think of a book. For them, the Prophet and the message and the messenger were inseparable. The Quran comes down over 23 years. It's not been put in book form. It's not been put into a database. It hasn't been put into a search engine. Now it has. Now what the Prophet said has been put into a search engine. It's been put into a database. So you can actually do a search. How many times does the Quran say this word? You could do that. Could you do that back then? So now, after 23 years of this book and centuries later, we have this book in book form. This book uses the word ad-dunya. You know what ad-dunya means?
This world.
This world.
Yep.
This book uses the word this world 115 times. 115 times. What word is used?
Wow.
Ad-dunya. Did anybody know that back then? They had no idea. This book also uses al-akhirah. This life, ad-dunya, al-akhirah, the next life. It uses it 115 times.
Wow.
This book uses the word angels 88 times. Malaika, 88 times. It uses the word devils, shayateen, 88 times. The word life occurs 145 times in the entire Quran. Al-hayat, life. You want to take a guess what else comes in the Quran 145 times?
Death.
Death. Death, the word death occurs in the Quran 145 times.
Yeah, I understand the point that he's trying to get across. Back in the day, they only had the words of the Prophet, therefore they didn't have the whole book to look at it and to actually realize that all of those words are mirroring each other.
The word good deeds. Good deeds are mentioned 167 times. As-salihat and as-sayyi'at, bad deeds. 167 times.
Yeah.
The word disbelief is mentioned 17 times. Belief is mentioned 17 times. Iblis is mentioned by name 11 times. Seeking refuge from Iblis is mentioned 11 times. They said, the phrase they said occurs 332 times. And the Quran says, say 332 times. How is it possible that in like 23 years of revelation, he uses the word month only 12 times? Yeah. Days actually only used 365 times.
That's not only.
There's just a few. Just word counts. Is that humanly possible? Just think about that. Is that humanly possible? Somebody speaks for 23 years, doesn't write any of it down, and these words seem to line up perfectly.
Alright guys, and this already it. Pretty short video. Did it blow my mind? Not really, but why? Because I already watched similar videos to this one and I know about those facts. It is absolutely impressive, of course, that the days have been mentioned 365 times, the months only 12 times, that good and evil is mirroring each other. This is absolutely amazing to see. But I have to say that this is not a mathematical miracle. You can see it as a miracle, surely, but not really as a mathematical one. I would rather call this a rhetorical miracle and not a mathematical one. It doesn't have to do much with math other than that it contains numbers. Therefore, a rhetorical miracle would fit this video much better in my opinion. Anyways guys, let me know what you think in the comment section, and if you like the video, leave it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, please do so. And if you want to support my work on Patreon, all the links are in the description box below. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. As always, may God bless you all. Much love and peace.